Hi everyone. Well, today I want to talk about what is the investment and why you think what is the investment really good for you, or maybe it's not good for you. I was actually reading a book from my mentor Brian Tracy, and his book is talk about you know what is the best way, or how is the best way to figure out if where is the investment is good for you. And I think it's really good to share. So I write it all down, and I think it's going to be good for you guys to um, to watch this video and to really understand whether this is um, good criteria for you to understand investing in real estate investment or not. And I read it for you here. So this is the factor. Answer the 7 questions to figure out, the 7 factors to see where is the investment is good for you or not. Okay. And number one is, do you have a need to invest in real estate? For example, to hedge your stock holdings, market, or to avoid paying taxes because real estate is one of the tax haven in terms of paying taxes, or even if you or your family has been successful real estate investors, and all you want is to keep the successful path. So number one, do you have a need? Do you think you have a need to invest in real estate? That's really number one. And then the number two is, do you carry out, when you thinking about real estate investment, do you carry out a cost benefit analysis? You know, out of the real estate purchase that you're looking at, experience, are you investing? Are you looking at the ratio? Are you looking at um, cash flow? Are you looking at if you putting $1 into investment on the down payment and closing costs and everything, are you getting more than $1 in return? And that is basically how much it costs for you to buy that investment and what is the benefit of that. So if you are doing that, answering this question, second questions, carry out cost benefit analysis. Okay, so to figure out whether that's good better for you. Number three, do you personally have a favoritism for real estate investment? So let me explain why this matter. So number one is, if you are much likely, you would love real estate just like I am, and you spend a lot of time reading about it and put a lot of effort and interest on that, most likely you will make money. If you don't, there's highly much more chance that you can lose money. It's just really simple. You put more effort on the things that you like, and you make money, and you don't, and if you don't think real estate is for you, and then you put a lot of interest and time, effort on other stuff. So real estate maybe not be a good bet for you. It doesn't matter how good real estate investment from other successful people has been saying. So that's number three. Do you like that? Do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorable incline to that? So number four, what is your largest? So the largest purchase is better for your investment. So meaning that, so what you're talking about is, are you buying big or small real estate investment? So that is a big difference. Because what we talk about is economy of scale at play here. Okay, and from speaking from experience, you're most likely to be able to win big and make more money on investing in 100 units, more than 100 units, probably more than winning on a small and making money on the small duplexes. I've done both and know the differences, so trust me, there's a difference here. And it's just much more safer if you can bring it up to the game in terms of number of units in a bigger scale, even though it could be potentially hard to do it. But trust me, there's a big difference between investing small and investing big in terms of in real estate, and it affects your bottom line to make money or not. That's ultimately because what we're trying to do is make money on real estate. So you want to be able to answer the questions. Are you investing big or small real estates? Okay. Number five, are you already successful or famous in doing this thing called real estate investment? Do you have a heritage, or maybe even ask a question, do you have heritage? Do you have a successful path? Understand, not everyone's family is real estate background. I don't. But if you do, people will trust you much more and invest with you. Have confidence do it with you. And simply put, this is simply put, if you've been doing real estate investment and you're successful, I know many people talk about tech, talk about Bitcoin, talk about all the high tech technology and stuff. Simply put, success because that's where path is. So in other words, keep doing what you're doing because that's going to help you. If people know you're doing real estate, don't suddenly change to Bitcoin, is because you're going to be needing to create so much more brandings, accounts around the people who want to do things with you. Number 6, do you have capital you invest already? So, or even just a startup capital, this is very important. It doesn't matter where you're going to find it, the capital, but this is very important because many investors think this, think that, when you have the best deal in the world, so how many times you heard that you have a very, very good deal, it will bring someone will bring the money to you. Well, it sounds logical, from the outside of that, having this thinking, oh, this let's say this deal will make money. But this concept cannot be more wrong, I tell you. From my experience again, real estate is a very, very capital intensive investment or buy. And you will need to make sure you have ample capital. And more is definitely better in this case. I see so many deals gone away, blown, and cannot come to closing because capital is not ready, or they think I'm not ready in time. That's another thing. It's not that it's not ready, but it's just not ready in time. So more is definitely better, and have the capital ready. That's what I'm talking about here. And last things that you have to decide whether real estate investment is good for you is, are you investing close to your market? Meaning, if you, for example, giving example, if you live in Toronto, your market is better be in the North America, or basically close to, or you have a team to be able to help you to do that. So you will find these certain questions will have various degree of importance to your real estate investment game. If you're thinking to real estate investment, or you're thinking to put some money or learn about how to doing it, so I strongly encourage and challenging you to understand the 7 factors is affecting your probability or your chances to be able to invest and win big in real estate investing. It is a very lucrative game, as in me and some of the others very successful investor has been doing it. But you have to be able to answer all the 7 questions and really figure it out for yourself. What is the cost benefit? You have the capital ready, and do you do in a bigger scale, or you do in a small scale, and all these things will be contribute to your success. And I wish you all really well, and I wish you all will able to find some great deal out there. The market is going to be, the interest rates keep going, is going to maintain low, and there's a lot of capital looking for good deals. So I strongly encourage you to keep coming back to this channel, and I hope this will give you some nuggets as in to make a decision. Should you be investing yourself? Should you be thinking about real estate investment? Strongly encourage you to think about that. But I wish you all well, and hopefully see you all in the next upcoming videos. Okay, cheers guys.